Greetings, mortals, and welcome back to Arc Kills Things, yay.
We have unlimited mana. So we're going to get right into things. So I'm going to pop out of Steam, actually, because I can't do anything with it anyway. And we are going to close this now that we are officially live. Go ahead and move this over here.
I need to hide the desktop. You can't see the things that I have here. It's unacceptable.
Okay, and we are ready. Pop on in here. 3DO. And you guys can test whether the audio is synced based off of whether I said it at the same time that guy did, because I did in the real world. Ish. Okay, so we have the ability now to do all sorts of cool shit because she now has unlimited mana. Now, by unlimited mana, I of course do not mean that she can cast as many spells as she wants, and thus do not in any way, shape, or form mean, you know, unlimited. But her fundamental limitations on mana are now time-based as opposed to rest-based or training-based or whatever. So what this means is that I can now just use specific buff spells kind of willy-nilly. I can use heroism whenever I want. I can use some body resistance.
Sorry.
I can use heal spells to top people off, things like that, without interfering with my fundamental ability to function later. So we've got this. 44 minutes. It also means that things like getting cursed and things of that nature are not nearly as big a deal. In addition, I can also regen mana on Arc if necessary, so that's good as well. Strip that curse. Back. Turn around. There we go. The other thing that I wanted to do, because I am not happy about the fact that I have not been able to watch the stuff that I want. Basically, I want to get to my...
What a script.
Sorry, I'm trying to set things up so that I can actually be active in the chat, because, you know, people have been talking to me and I want to be able to see it. And my computer is dead because I keep forgetting to bring my cable back over from the other house. So I can't really... Wait, was he not cursed? I thought I saw him get cursed. Oh, he's drunk. Okay, I'm apparently an idiot. Oh, do the harpy hags aid you? Is that what they do? Possibly. Sorry, not the harpy hags, the harpy queens, the highest tier ones. Alright, so we are just coming around the bend. We're just going to wander around here. And eventually we'll be able to get out of the little thing that we're in. I want to see what that is. Here. Okay, so I don't see how to... What? Because I don't see here any way to get to my actual live stream. I only see... Maybe the YouTube app is out of date or something. And again, I do apologize. It's just that I'd like to be able to follow the chat on my phone, and I need to figure out some way to accomplish that at some point. But it looks like today isn't going to be the day that I do that, because I just can't figure it out. I don't see my live stream showing up on the feed, so let's go ahead and do something here. We have 101 out of a substantially lower amount.
No problem.
Ah, but a scratch. Ah, but a scratch. Ah, but a scratch. Ah, but a scratch.
Harpies. Killing our way through the harpies. Killing the good harpies. Yeah, there are certain technical dilemmas with this game in particular that just make it difficult to give the truly, live experience, being able to respond to chat and stuff like that. Not that I'm terribly good at responding to chat. I tend to forget the chat exists for a long time, and then by the time I respond to what someone said, they said it 30 minutes prior. But, it is what it is. That's just the joys of my life. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm gonna pop back over here. The Earth Magic Grandmaster is over there. And I don't think there's anybody else who's important over here. I think it's just that guy. Okay, so we just have the one here.
Ah, but a scratch.
This harpy is down. This ore is like invisible sometimes. Oh, hello, there's more harpies over here. Let's get over here and grab these. There we go. There's a lot of roses growing in this wasteland. Okay, so anything else that I need to do in this area? Let's take a look here. We are eligible to train to 25. It looks like everybody's eligible to train to level 25. But I think Arc is just barely there. I missed some stuff over here. Okay, I don't think I was at the top of this thing. I think I only came around the bottom, so we're going to check it out. Anything over here? Yes, there's a chest here. Not even a locked chest, so...
No space.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Okay, so we've gotten this. There's another genie lamp over here. Those appear to spawn all over these places. Okay, so we've got more harpies. I'm gonna kill them. And we're really going to run out of stuff here very quickly.
No problem. No problem.
Ah, but but a scratch.
Okay, speed and accuracy. Whew. So he's going to focus just purely on defense.
Sorry, no room.
Other people can focus on offense. Because he needs to stay alive. Something that he's very bad at. Alright, I need to check if people are cursed. Okay, he is cursed. Go ahead and strip that off of him.
Two.
And now that she's a priest, she has access to mastery for body magic and spirit magic,
Killed.
which will help me quite a
But
bit
scratch.
because it increases the mana efficiency of all my spells. And in addition, right now, my characters kind of have a lot of HP, and the regen spell is just not cutting it. So with master level regen, they're going to regen more HP, and it's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. Okay, are you cursed? No, just drunk.
You seem to have a curse upon you, sir.
Nope, you just had a lot to drink. Okay, well, that's fine then.
There's no room.
No space.
There's no
Sorry.
space.
No room.
There's no room.
There's no room.
No room. I can't identify that. No,
Build
there's no
speed.
space.
There's no room.
I think I'm going to put the personality
Sorry,
belt on her
room.
and then put this on him just because I think the luck belt is not as good. So we need to figure out how we're going to orient our stuff so that we can do this. So we can get rid of the harpy feathers. We don't need those. Oops. There we go. Should be plenty. Oops. And now we can go to the Tillarian Forest if we want, but we don't want to go to the Tillarian Forest. None of that crap. We need to go grab this thing, and then we're going to head due south again. There's another one of these lamps. Now the lamps have a different effect depending on the month and week and day of the week that you do it. So I believe that the weekends always just kill you horribly. Like one causes death and one causes eradication or something like that. The later you do it in the month,
Killed it.
okay, so somebody's cursed. Okay. The later you do it in the month, the more of effect it has. So if it has a given effect, that effect will be stronger the later you are in the month. And the day of the week determines which effect it is.
Killed it.
Now, I don't remember what the month affects. So. So that gives you an idea of how it works, and you can sort of fiddle around with it to learn more from there. But generally speaking, you want to do it in the 4th week of the month. I think in this game every month has 28 days exactly. I think it's an exact number of days. Could be wrong though. Wouldn't it be nice if we had a more precise calendar? And I don't mean the calendar itself, I actually just mean like the actual rotation of the Earth. If it just divided a little cleaner, it would be nice. So base Grandmaster. Meditation expert. Snobbish Goblin. I have not played here yet. Let's go ahead and play the Snobbish Goblin. So clearly, since this is the Snobbish Goblin, we're going to have Corvard play because we are racist. Whatever. So. I'm going to go ahead and do innovations first. Oops, that's not what I intended to do. I actually intended to do Motherload. So we have a good opportunity here to pound a little bit of damage into them. Generally speaking here, we're just kind of trying to get our own tower built, though. The probability that we're going to be able to actually meaningfully damage their tower is extremely low. In my experience in this game, it's virtually impossible to actually destroy the enemy tower. And I think that the primary reason for that is just that you basically have two resources actively working toward building your tower, and there's another resource that's almost exclusively... Sorry, you have two resources built almost entirely around building up your tower, and there's only one that actually reliably can be used to damage the opposing tower. So towers default to increasing over time just by virtue of the fact that more cards are helpful than hindering. Because like I can do a few points of damage here. And I should have used the succubus. I thought it was fine. Use the succubus now. It's dangerous to do that though. So now it just comes down to whoever gets a thing that increases their tower by enough at this point. Oh! Dragon. But even with that, I still need... There we go. I won! Oh, and I didn't make money, so I had already won. So never mind, we did play here and win. Good for us. Okay, we have 7 Archmage wins. Who knew? Probably all my viewers are like, I'm pretty sure you already won here. But I can't listen to you because it doesn't show up on my thing because my phone doesn't like me apparently. My phone does not believe that my stream is worth watching. It's an insolent device. So we're just going to pop over to the east here. And there is something over here. Hello. 10 mind, earth, and body resistance permanent. That is huge. So that's 3 separate resistances, all of which are boosted permanently, making us dramatically stronger against those things. I wish I could tell you what the average resistance benefit out of that is, but I just don't remember. Sorry. So let's see here. We're gonna go over here. to do now? We need to find the underpass over here, wherever it is. Because I somehow walked past the entrance to the only dungeon that exists over here, and it's a fairly minor one. So that we can go as deep as we can over here. Here it is. The Hall of the Pit. Okay, so we got that cast already. Okay, we do not have regen. I need to fix that.
Ow! 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 No problem.
Okay, let's go ahead and start casting regen. Regen leading the way.
Ow!
Guessing this is worn off. Okay, we've only got 2 of the regens out so far. There we go.
Bring on a bigger challenge.
Oh, right. Do I have... No, I haven't made any inventory space yet. No!
It's disarmed.
Yay! So 6 endurance. Not worth it. I was trying to open the door and I got a trident instead. So,
Ow! Ow!
It's just a flesh wound. Ow! It's just
so the harpy hags, I think, are on the side of me.
Ah, what a skill.
So he is cursed. We're going to strip that off of him. And you can see that we're actually regenerating spell points faster than we're using them right now, which is good. Pop over here. Get the zombies. There we go. We can go ahead and save the game. Okay. So she's just chilling over. What? Okay. Insolent fool! Okay, we actually got an attack on her, so there we go. So we've now cleared the Deja Moors. I think that's everything down here. And we are ready to head out. We cannot go further into this area because the door is going to be locked. It doesn't unlock until later in the game. So I'm 90% sure that that's the case. We're going to confirm. Whoa.
Ow!
Okay, so I'm an idiot. No, I missed. I forgot this place existed, basically. So we do have the ability to go a little bit further, and the actual door that's going to block us off is that one back there.
Ow!
I don't know why I thought that I had already reached the end of the zone. I guess just because everything turned green. But there's basically just a teleporter here that takes you to this point. Okay, so we've got a chest here.
It's disarmed.
Can loot everything in here. And see, it says enter the pit. Cannot. I was clicking on it. Pressing spacebar. You can't actually go into the pit yet. You'll have to wait until later. Later. I don't know what I'm doing up here. Okay, so we're popping out, and do we have anything else we need to do? I don't think so, actually. I guess we do. Oh! Oh god, can I enter the watchtower? Oh no. You know, I was thinking, oh, you know, Deja is easy. No problem at all. This is going to be an easy trip. We're not going to have any difficult encounters, and life is going to be great. It just occurred to me that there is a dungeon here that I forgot existed because it's so rare that I actually end up going in there, and it is really, really hard. It contains some ridiculously strong enemies, and based off of our most recent excursions, I am concerned for my continued existence. So we have that to look forward to. But first, I'm going to pop over here. I'm going to save this. Okay, I like felt like I remembered this being some sort of resistance thing or something like that. So in addition to those other 4, we've also got 5 fire resistance from this. So this has been a really big place to come, because now fire resistance has been permanently increased in addition to earth, mind, and body. So the only elements that we don't have passive resistance to on absolutely every character are air and water. So we need to shore up those resistances. And the first point of those resistances is, of course, the most important, because it flags them as available to be defended against, which is necessary for your luck stat to do its job. Luck stat leading the way. So before I go down, I just want to look at all this stuff first. So the training ground is over here somewhere.
Ow!
Perception, spirit, chain.
Ah, but a scrap.
Oh,
It'll be open soon.
okay, so this is closed. Two-door slicer.
It'll be open soon.
You know what? I think it might be time to drink some tea. Refreshing. Plus 50 endurance. Yay. Priest of the Dark. Where is the trainer here? Oh, there might not be one. Oh no. think this area has a training room.
Ah,
That makes my life harder. Okay.
but
Sure.
a scratch.
So we don't have a training ground, which means that it doesn't mean anything, actually. We have... this would be really bad for us, if not for the fact that I now have unlimited SP. She's actually got the ability to keep my buffs up indefinitely. So we're fine. It's not a big deal. I was very concerned about that. I was thinking, oh, I need to train, need to level up, give myself some extra HP, give myself some extra power, and restore all of my resources. Well, guess what? I don't have a limited quantity of resources anymore. So we're all fine. So I have a limited amount that I can spend per second instead of a limited amount that I can spend at all. And that really makes a huge difference in the way that things play out. Contest of might. We cannot succeed at this contest, apparently.
No problem.
But a scratch.
No, come back. Come back. Gotcha.
But a scratch. But a scratch.
Okay. Hello.
I don't know what that is.
So there was some random chest here that we got. And on the plus side, this area that we're going into, we're probably not even going to be able to loot the chests, will we? Probably won't. It's going to be like, yeah, no chest for you. Sucks to be you, buddy. Enter Watchtower 6. The last of a series of watchtowers that once guarded the border of Deja. Watchtower 6 is battle-scarred but still standing tall. Looks way cooler in the picture.
It doesn't look too bad in here.
Okay, so we've got
It's just a flesh wound.
Necromancer. We're going to take out the shades first.
But a scratch.
Need to be careful.
But a scratch.
Okay, so we have all these shades to deal with that are being,
Ow!
like, summoned by the necromancers.
Ow! Ow!
But a scratch.
And I'm not sure if killing them is worth doing first. Okay, so those two are toast. Done. No.
Killed it.
Okay, we're gonna save the game. We've cleared the first room. But don't worry. Being able to clear the first room is no indicator of future success. So this is a...
Ah, what a scratch.
This thing seems to have a lot of resistance. Holy crap. Okay.
There's no room left.
Okay, so we can just stand here, beat the crap out of these.
We need to leave now.
Oh, I can leave from here. Good to know.
Ow!
Ah, what?
So we've got earth elementals and liches. Clay elemental, huh?
Ah, what a scratch.
There we go. And we get a gemstone. I like the sound effects in here. The doom doom. Sounds cool. So we might be okay. Let's see. Okay, we're popping over here. Oh, great. Silveria is a frothing madman. Madwoman.
Ah, what a scratch.
Ow!
Ah,
What even causes
bigger,
that?
bigger.
Okay, we're gonna have to reload. Guess it's the power witches, maybe? So, I'm gonna push the switch. It's the wrong switch. Okay, there's a huge number of enemies in the pit on the bottom.
Ah, what a scratch.
Ow!
No problem.
Ah, what a scratch.
Nope. That's the wrong
You'll
button
have to
again.
do better than that.
Okay, well, on the plus side, we've got all these ghosts here.
Ow!
We can start culling through them.
You'll have to do
I don't know if it does anything for us to kill these.
Ow!
Ah, what a scratch.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Need to kill the ghosts. Need to kill the ghosts.
Ow!
And we have to reload. Okay, so that's a lot of freaking ghosts. And we're going to now cast Bless. I didn't actually recast these just now. Cast Terrorism. So I guess it's the west side that we need to press. There we go.
Ow!
So we're popping down here.
You'll have to do better
This is
than that.
unfortunately a big open room.
Ow!
Okay, we're going to cast Preservation on him.
Ow! Ow! Please.
We should be able
but a scratch.
to get these guys down. And once we've created a safe point in here, we'll be able to move on.
Ow!
Because with just a safe base of operations
But a
established,
yes.
we can push on to dealing with the others. That's weird. How did all these get stuck in the wall?
Too easy.
Oh! I understand where they are. Okay, there we go. So they're trying to get through the wall because the
It's
exterior
disarmed.
connects there. So we
I
can
don't know.
unlock the chests in here, which means that if we do run into any upgrades, we can get them. Okay, we're just gonna stand here and beat on some of these. These are summoned creatures, so I'm not gonna feel too bad about purging some of them before I get this to work.
Ow!
Okay, so one of these things here.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
We've now killed 2 of them. We're gonna go ahead and save. I think 2 liches and 1. Whoa, Power Lich! Hi, Power Lich. Power Lich is toast. Perfect. Perfect.
But a
But in this one, Power Liches are not actually
It's
the
just a
strongest
flesh
liches.
wound.
And we still have regen up. We're going to drop down here. We just picked up a ring. Somewhere.
I can't identify that.
I thought I just picked up a ring. Not gonna worry about it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and heal up. And again, now that we have mana regen, we can go ahead and heal ourselves without too much issue.
Ow!
No shit. No. Oh, I think I know what's happening.
but a scratch.
I think I'm clicking on the floor accident. Basically, I'm pressing the space bar, and I think it's defaulting to hitting the floor instead of defaulting to hitting the thing that's sitting in front of me. That's my guess. I think I'm gonna have to just click on it manually. We'll find out whether that's the case. Okay, there we go.
Ow!
So we've got these guys over here. That is dangerous looking. Oh my goodness. Okay, we don't want to go down yet,
Ow!
because while it is dangerous up here,
But a scratch.
there's some really, really, really big guys in there that I want to have a bit of stability before we go in against. Okay, so next thing to check. We need to recast our fire.
But a scratch.
Ow!
It's just a flesh wound.
Oh Jesus, that guy's coming up. Oh god, he's already up. Okay, we're moving down. Shizzle. Okay,
But a scratch.
we're fine.
It's just
So Clay Golem here. Clay Golem's down, and there's nobody else in the room, so we're safe. We can save, and we can move on. So we're gonna grab this chest.
Disarmed it.
Griffin bow. Nothing interesting. Okay, and now we're just going to heal ourselves up a couple times. That 1 SP regen is so huge. So, Bless and Heroism wore off. Let's recast those quick. Please die before.
Did it.
He didn't get off any of his big spells, so.
Ow.
Damn. I got hit by a shrapnel or something. That wasn't a shrapnel.
Ah, but a
Ow.
scratch.
Right blades or something.
Ow.
Ah, but a scratch.
Ow. You did it.
Okay. Lich is down, and we seem to be safe, so we're going to save the game. Whoa. So whatever that was, it insta-gibbed the entire party. So we pressed one in the back, we're going to press one on this side again. We'll load this. So it wasn't clicking on the thing that did it.
Ow.
So we're dropping down here. I do not understand. Did I just... I am not sure what the consequences of that are going to be. Okay, I think we're just going to have to pop downstairs. So we're going to find the place that we think has the weakest setup. Which is this place, because there's only the one thing here. And there's a speaker for the dead here. If it hits us, we're deep shit, so it's not going to hit. Because that's totally something I can control. And there we go, we got the speaker for the dead. To talk to herself, I guess, or talk for herself.
Ow.
They give speak for yourself a whole different meaning. Also, ouch, that hurt. Alright, so we can kill this thing. And what else?
Ah, but a scratch.
I think those things can cast fireballs. This is just a necromancer, so should be able to kill it. Do I have a safe spot down here somewhere? Okay, I think I'm reasonably safe in this particular spot. So move on. I'm gonna go after her.
Yes!
So we need to heal. And everybody's down on that side, so we're just going to stay right over here. This place is not as bad as I remember it being, to be honest. And part of that is probably that I'm playing better than I usually do. And part of it's probably just that I'm remembering this as being harder than it was. Because I could also just be so much stronger than I usually am here. Okay, so we should probably make sure that the regen spell is actually active on us. Explains why we are having so many issues, despite the fact that we're dealing with fundamentally chip damage right now. So we have 1 more hour on that. Cast dagger again. I know there's a way in there, I just need to find it. Okay. Lich down and dead. So we're just kind of trying to find the entry point here. The entry point that has to exist somewhere. We're just going to go along the entire wall. Kind of amazing how much I used to rest back in the old days. Like, there's entire strategic patterns for, like, trying to clear things out in such a way that you get the optimal, like, rest period. So you need to basically clear a space so that you can be far enough away from enemies that you can actually rest. Completely irrelevant to my life now. Okay, found it. Oh, Jesus. It's a lot of peeps.
Killed it.
Necromancer, got a lich. Got 2 liches. The low-level ones aren't that big a deal. It's just the ones of at least the 2nd tier. The stone elemental, for instance, has that thing that rotates around. That is going to hit like a truck, as well as being AoE.
What a scratch.
So it's going to rip up the people who are the weakest right now. Okay, save the game. 1 more room cleared. Holy shit. Oops. Nope. Please die. Power Lich. Just want to get him topped up a little bit. Because he's just too low. Unfortunately, the blade spell does tend to break. Let's deselect our quick spell. Okay, so this is a really dangerous corridor. I'm gonna start healing people up. And I think I'm gonna actually go over here. Come over here.
Ow!
Now by doing this, what I'm hoping for is that I'll be able to split the group over there up a little bit. So we just found a passage here. Oh shit. Dummy. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Okay.
Ow!
But a scratch.
Ow!
Shit. Okay, so we're gonna back off. We've bloodied their noses a bit. And there's some of them that have gone down here.
Ow!
So this thing is vulnerable due to its positioning. And we can save the game. We've now killed another one. But generally speaking, we just can't afford to stand in the middle of this insanity, because there's just going to be too much damage coming out all at once. But if we can bait out some of their attacks, we can sort of split them up in such a way.
Oh, yes! Ow!
Ah,
Ow!
ow!
Okay, we're going to save the game, move on. We're actually losing mana for once.
Ow!
There we go. Once we reach a certain degree of sort of like critical mass of like, you know, we've killed X percentage of them, we can just go in and we'll actually be safe to take them out. So dropping down does not appear to do anything for me. It's not how I get into the other things. What doing that did for me was just bring me back here. So how does this work? Oh, I think I understand. There's some sort of pattern to it. So I'm supposed to press 1. So that damn it. The problem is that if I try to do that kind of stuff while I'm under heavy fire, but I can't not be under heavy fire while I'm doing this.
Ah, but a scratch.
Huh. Because there's like a Lich King or something standing around. We're just gonna have to do this paused. I don't think there's any way around it. This is not a puzzle that I can do while I'm dealing with active fire from the Lich King. Because the Lich King is just too strong for that. So this is the wrong one. So the north is not the right one. You definitely have to press the south one first. Stand in the middle here. So we're gonna do south.
It's
Ow!
just a flesh wound. It's
Ow!
just a flesh wound.
Oh, there's a fireball thing that's being launched toward us when we press this button.
It's
Ow!
just a flesh wound.
Interesting.
Ow!
It's
Ow!
just a flesh wound.
Huh. Okay, so now I understand how it works at least. So the key is that we need to stand in a place where we're not going to get hit by that. So I think maybe here? It's the north side of the idea. Okay, so that did a thing. So we can now get over there. And we'll see how this goes. So we need to kill these two.
What a screw. What a scrap.
Okay. Strong belt of the unicorn. We just got our second
There's no
unicorn
room.
belt. What does this do? Identify item skill. Okay, so this
There's no room left.
item we need to keep in
Sorry,
his inventory,
no
but we don't
room.
need it on at all times. So now he has unlimited mana, same as her.
It's disarmed.
And, you know, technically speaking, he already did, because, you know, the two of them can just move the equipment back and forth. But that's a big deal. So we now have the ability to have both of them regenerating mana at the same time, which means that he's going to have a very easy time keeping up buffs and things like that. So, for instance, we can now cast Stone Skin and not worry about it. Also, we are going up against the Lich King. We are going to cast Haste. Did it fall over?
There's no room.
So that thing fell downstairs. And I don't want to go after it yet.
Ow! Ow!
It's just a flesh wound.
So we triggered this one. And I don't know what's in there, so I'm gonna
Ow!
feed on these for now.
Ah, what a...
Ow!
I don't think the Power Liches have anything that's gonna kill me outright from really high HP.
Ow!
11 hit points is actually pretty good.
Ah,
What the hell just happened? What just killed me? Picking up the boots killed me. WTF, might.
Ow!
Ah, what a scratch. Ah, what a scratch.
So we're gonna go down here.
Ow!
You did it! Ow! Ow!
Okay, we knocked that one off. Save the game.
Ow!
Ah, what a scratch.
Ow!
Please die.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
well. Sylvia heard my plea and acquiesced to my request. It's not exactly who I was
what a
talking to,
scratch.
but
It's just a flesh wound.
What a scratch.
and we have another one that has been knocked off the cliff rather than actually finished. Whoa, we are eligible to train up to level 26.
Ow!
What a scratch.
Ow!
What a scratch.
Okay, we need more HP. Screw HP. We need haste. I didn't need... Oh shit, that's why we're getting crushed now. Everybody's weak. I'm like, what the hell? Okay, save the game.
It's just a flesh wound.
Get some work going out here.
You did it!
I disarmed it.
Okay, so we're gonna recast our spells. He needs hammer hands again, though it doesn't really help him much. These things are pretty much all undead, and as a result, they are pretty much all immune to body damage.
Ah, what a scratch.
Okay, good. And how dangerous they are really just completely depends on which spells they have at their disposal and which ones they actually cast.
Ah, what a
This is just the
scratch.
normal liches, so not too bad. And there we go. We finished up Watchtower 6. So, the Increased power. Continue. Shit. The Lich King.
Ah, but a scratch.
Okay, so since I have no idea how this fight's gonna go, we're gonna just start casting Preservation on everybody, and we're gonna hope that we can just like haste ourselves and beat him to death before he kills everyone. Sound legit? Feels legit. Let's do it. Leroy. One shot! Oh my god, he just one shot the entire party and went, okay. Leroy indeed. So that dealt over 100 damage, apparently. So how am I gonna get this guy if I can't take a single hit? I guess it's gonna be very hit and run. Just hit him, run away. One shot, the entire party just boom, gone. Gone.
Ow!
Okay, so let's save this. Okay. And I think I think he's casting shrapnel, and shrapnel does just does so much damage that I don't think there's any chance of us
It's just a flesh wound.
surviving if he casts it. It also moves really fast, extremely fast travel speed. And I think it does physical damage, so there's no way to actually resist it. Because armor class doesn't give you resistance to physical damage.
It's just a
It
flesh
just
wound.
reduces your chance to get hit by physical attacks.
It's just a
Ow!
Ow!
Lich King is down. We get a helm that's
No room.
fine.
Sorry, no room.
And there we go. So we finished up in here. There's this thing up here. It has how much HP? It is now dead. And we can head out. So we finished Deja. We can now go to Bricata if we want. Of course, before we go to Bricata, we are going to want to start picking up the rest of the spells that we need and all that jazz. We need to pick up the... what's the word? We should pick up masteries for Silria. She needs to pick up mastery in body, spirit, and preferably mind. And then we can go, let's see. She has 48 might. Do I have any items that give might? I might have a might item. I might. Not on her. Might plus
No
3.
room.
You win. Plus 5 skill points. So the others we're not going to be able to get any might increases off of, but she could. And what else are we going to pick up now? I guess we're going to pick up the next point of Arms Master, because Arms Master is where it is at. And we're going to start moving on. Let's take a look. It's currently a Saturday. And we're just going to pop south, which takes us to somewhere. I guess probably Arathia. And is that where... So we got Master Sword there. So the Master Teacher for Spear is in Tuberian Forest. Master Tutor for Leather. Don't need that. Chain Master. So Steadwick is where we could get Master Spirit, it looks like, and Talia. So that's perfect. We can go to those places. And we don't need Master Identify Item anymore. That's not important right now. So Evan Morn for these. So Master of Learning is in Nyone. So we're going to head to Arathia, and then we're going to pick up Master Spirit. Then we're going to pop over to the other place. We're going to head over to Tatalia to pick up Mastery of the other one. Body. There we go. And Benjamin the Balance is in Pure Point. So, with us having Master level Spirit Magic, Preservation is now a full party buff instead. Bless lasts an extra 15 minutes per point of skill, so it's 10 per point of skill extra. So about an hour longer than it used to. Same for Heroism. And Curses can now be cured for a much longer period of time. Not like that really matters. In addition, we can pick up stuff like the Spirit Link move that allows us to average out everybody's HP, which can potentially be worthwhile. Potentially. So we're going to pop down here. Is there anything else that we need to learn right now? I don't think there's anything else that we need to pick up here. But we do need to go shopping, and it's 8 a.m., so it's the perfect time to do it. We need to sell a bunch of stuff. So let's find out, is all this stuff to sell? Yes, it is. And we need to figure out which swords we're using. These are 3-4 plus 10. This is 3-4 plus 6 and double damage versus elves. 3-5 plus 10, plus another additional 10 to 20, and plus 25 might. So yeah, this is definitely
No room.
priority
I
1.
can't
She's
identify
equipping
that. There's no
this.
room.
And 3-4 plus 10 is, I think, the best option for me right now.
There's no space.
So
Sorry, no room.
we'll equip those two. So everything else can pretty much just be sold. The other weapons just aren't something that I'm going to keep around. So we're popping over here.
Can I help you with anything?
Let's see. What boost?
Thanks. Come again.
So we're going to sell some of our weapons. Current fine, 0. That's what I like to see. Okay, the shops are where? It's not that building. Here they are.
Need a new weapon?
So we won't sell that, but we'll sell all this crap.
Bang.
And we're going to
No
move
space.
this spear over here. And she can now dual wield. So 36 to 57 damage. Not too shabby. So let's go up an extra 25 might. And that's going to be good for her. So we need to identify this.
There's no room.
It's terrible. I'm not gonna... I
No
don't
room.
want to actually sell this because it's the highest tier spear you can get. So we're going to put this over here for now. I'm not sure what enchantment I'm going to want on it. Let's see. The intellect plate,
There's no room.
I think we can safely get rid of.
There's no room.
There's no room left.
No space.
There we go.
Need a new weapon?
So, you are the blacksmith. He's like,
Thanks. Come again.
yes.
See anything you want?
Okay, so things are looking substantially cleaner now. Go ahead and equip this. And her inventory is a giant cluster of bullshit. So, how are we going to fix it? How are we going to fix this?
Sorry, can't help. I don't know what that is.
I think the time has come to organize my inventory. So, it's been a long time coming, and I think I'm going to have to do
Need
it.
a new weapon?
So, let's sell everything we can first. We don't want to sell the Phynaxian helm because that's going to be useful later. Let's see. You have... Once she gets to Master Merchant, which it's currently Thursday. Okay. We have just a little longer to go before we can do all the stuff that we want to do with that. So we're going to go over here and start making some items. Okay, so we have this, and that's... Where is resistant to poison? So that makes you completely immune to poison, despite what it says. So let's go ahead and make Horgrick immune to poisons. And we can probably sell this. Okay, so we got that.
I don't know.
Oh. So he's full up on rings. Let's see. All the mushrooms need to be just tossed. There's no reason for me to ever use a catalyst. And let's see what else we need to do. Plus 16 armor class. Plus 1 endurance. No. Plus 16 AC. So yeah, once we get up to Master Merchant, we'll have an easier time. And anything else that we need to identify? Ooh, hello. 15 endurance and 5 armor. So this is 15 armor and 15 endurance. This will give a pretty decent amount of extra HP to him. Gives him 10 extra hit points. Not
There's
too
no
shabby.
space.
I'm going to give him this helm instead. And we, I think, are solid. This is why I usually do all my inventory management stuff off video for this game. I can spend an eternity just sitting in my inventory going,
Ooh, what's this?
ooh, Spirit Lash.
Ah, a new spell. Great.
I didn't realize that I had picked up Spirit Lash. So we can now go over to shop. Do we have Cure Poison? We do.
The Guild of the Body welcomes you.
I think we're set for body magic for now.
The Guild of the Spirit welcomes you.
We now can get Raised Dead, and we do not have access to it.
Can't wait to cast it.
So Raised Dead is pretty good, but we're probably not going to get a lot of use out of it.
The Guild of the Mind welcomes
Already
you.
done with this. Let's find out where the Master Mind person is. Let's go ahead and
Can I
sell
help
the
you with
shit.
anything?
And I'm wondering, I don't think... I think that this inventory bullshit is more trouble than it's worth, and that it's more of a time sink for me to hang on to all this bullcrap than it will be for me to just repair stuff in the future. So I'm going to sell all of this crap. Alternatively, actually no. What I'm going to
Thanks.
do instead, can I get to expert? Where's the expert alchemy trainer? My sister just asked if there was space at our house for her fleeing the country. So, let's see here. We've got in Her Majesty's
Need some
service. Let's
training?
start training.
That's not today. That's the ticket. That's not today.
Okay, so we've trained as much as we can at this building, but we'll be able to train more. And do we want Spirit Magic Grandmaster? We do at some point. We don't need it now. So we can now get to Mind Magic Master. We just have to find that person. And we can start improving our other skills again. So we can actually get her shield skill to expert now if I want. So I have to consider whether that's worthwhile. And we can get fire magic up to master, because master fire magic will give us a pretty good bonus. And what else do we need? Earth magic gives us not a lot. It's obviously air magic. So she is a knight, which means that she needs to get all arms master all the time. He can get ready to get that, and let's see. Got +4 dodging skill. So if I were to get my dodging up to 4, then I could have +8 AC. Which, it's just not really worth it. Honestly, it's just not enough. It's too much work. We could get perception up, but I think we're not. just don't think it's worth it. So we're gonna start pumping a few points into her because it would be nice to be able to have her hit more quickly. Because right now she's got a recovery time of 94. If we give her Expert's Shield, then that'll drop her recovery time to what? Her recovery time is now 84. So that's pretty decent speed upgrade, and especially since it will scale very well with, you know, future speed upgrades. So we've done that. We're going to need to head over to Talia soon, but before we do that, we need to find our mind magic person. This is our body magic person. Miles Featherwind is in Avlee. So in order to be able to cure insanity, we're going to need to get to Avlee. Which is fine, we can wait. So it's actually Sunday. And that means that I could, if I wanted, go to Evanmorn Island. I think.
Welcome aboard!
Yep, we can go to Evanmorn Island. So instead of going to Tatalia to pick up Mastery for Body Magic, we are instead going to take a risk here and just head to Evanmorn. Because why the hell not? Getting Evanmorn done earlier is going to be beneficial for us, I think. So, popping here now.
Raise the anchor and set sail!
Okay, so we now need to start casting the buffs. We're actually going to cast our offensive buffs first. Whoops, that's the wrong weapon. So she now has, oh god, her damage up is ludicrously high. So much fire damage. Okay, so he's done with that. She's gonna start casting. $75 damage hit. Cha-ching. 91? 91 damage. Sure, we'll go with 91 frickin' damage. No problem. So, we're going to be able to clear through here really fast. Some body resistance pedestal. So, how much that helps us. Gonna save the game. Okay, we got a jump scroll. Intellect and what?
Sorry, I can't.
Seriously? Why can't you identify that? How can you not? Oh, right, he's not wearing his belt. Like, I've already identified things like this. Okay, it's completely useless. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to pop over to the Laughing Monk.
Come in, come in.
And we're going to play some Archimage. Victory conditions. 400 resources, tower of 150. Okay. Okay, we're going for a beast win. And right off the bat, I'm going to get myself in a good defensive position because... And I might get something other than beasts, but I don't think so. We're definitely not going to ever do gems for a victory condition, because it's just not feasible. So the goal here is just to improve our economy wherever possible, defend our tower wherever possible, and delay how quickly they get their tower up as much as possible. So in the process of going for this beast win, we are also going to be trying to improve our tower as much as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. 4 per turn is plenty if you have 64 over there, so there's no way that bricks are catching up and surpassing beasts. This only costs 1 beast, so it's worth it, just because it gives us an extra turn, which is very good. We're going to go ahead and store these up. I'm going to use this because they have less bricks than I do. And we're just going to pump up the wall. And we're going to just get rid of some of these things that we don't need. Because, like, a dragon does 20 damage. Who cares? 20 damage on a 46 wall is just nothing. And economically speaking, you do reduce the enemy's zoo, which, you know, conceivably helps you win the economic game. But these things cost so much to do that it would take an unlimited number of turns to actually end up benefiting from it. So we're going to toss the dwarves, we don't need them anymore. They were worth keeping around because of the... Got 9 gems now. Shadow Fairy costs 6, which makes it a bit of a rough play. We're not going to play this for now. We don't really need it, and I don't think it would pay for itself. I'm just going to toss the thief. Why would we ever need to steal the other materials? We can get an empathy gem, and we're well on our way to victory here. 150 tower before I get up to where I'm going to be. Not going to happen. Go to Portcullis. And now it's just a matter of waiting 6 turns. In 6 turns we'll have all the beasts we need and we'll be set. So 3 more turns. We're not going to use the fairy because -1 actually is meaningful right now. We're going to go ahead and use Shatterer because why not? Toss this. Oh, is it 400? Okay, so it's apparently more than I thought. It's not really a major deal though, it doesn't matter. Just waiting. I can't build up my wall anymore, so... There we go. Building a wall. There we go. So, we won that. We can save the game and move on with our lives. We can now cast Stone Skin.
No problem.
Eldrea is hitting quite hard.
No problem.
Yes, drop out of the sky at me. I dare you. It's gonna go awesome for you. It's gonna be amazing. Trust me. Just drop right on top of me. Disarm +5, which is a big upgrade over what he's got on. He's got a +4 up. So with disarm +5, and it is not a gauntlet, it's a ring, which means that he can actually keep it equipped all the time without interfering with his AC or his other benefits. Let's see. Go ahead and save this.
Too easy.
Skeleton Lord has met its doom. So we now have over 100 might on her. Holy crap. And we have a contest test accuracy. Oh boy. Okay, so now we have to deal with an obsidian gargoyle, but unlike the last time, we can hit that thing like a truck now.
It's just a flesh wound.
Poor bastard. Okay, so this thing is slowly but surely going to get whittled down. We're going to use Paralysis. I'm going to cast Preservation.
Ah, what a scratch.
Heal me.
Ow!
Ah, what a scratch.
Okay, so he just got paralyzed. There we go. So we cleared that pack. The obsidian gargoyle that would have been a total boss fight just a short time ago is now something of a joke. We now have 2 more, so maybe we don't want to fight 2 at the same time. So we're going to heal him and start clearing through these as quickly as we can. I'm going to sort of split up the guards, and the best way to do that is to go fight someone else for a while. Okay, unfortunately... Oh, they're fighting each other. That's convenient. So we can finish this obsidian gargoyle. There are 3 obsidian gargoyles, not even 2.
What a scratch. Ah, what a scratch.
There we go, that one's dead.
Ah, what a scratch. Ah, what a scratch.
So hopefully... Oh, she...
Not dead yet.
Oh, goddammit, she's paralyzed. I apparently had her get paralyzed again and didn't notice. So we're going to go down here and fight these guys first.
Ow.
So we want... We want an item at some point that will improve our standing. Ooh, I forgot that this guy was here. So we can become unarmed master. Where's Norris? Okay. 46 to 48 damage. He's doing pretty good for himself. So every point that he adds now is going to give 2 points of damage. So that's pretty good. Indeed. Pretty good indeed, indeed. Oh, there's the gargoyle. just the person I'm looking for. Okay, did I did. So this thing is actually immune to body damage, so do I have a secondary? I do not. I don't have a secondary weapon for her to use.
Ow!
Ow!
So funny the difference between the gargoyles and the sorry, the obsidian gargoyles and everything else.
Ow!
She just got paralyzed. That's game over. Okay, we're gonna need to be careful here and only pull one at a time, because any paralysis on Silria is game over. We can't actually remove that.
Ah, but a scratch.
Ow!
Ah, but a scratch.
It's just a flesh wound.
Ow!
They don't really hit very hard, but
Heal me.
they don't really have to hit that hard.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Ah,
There is
Ow!
a type of item that gives you immunity to paralysis, and if we can pick that up and give that to her, then we will be in very good shape moving forward. Because once she's immune to paralysis, we're
I need
going to have very
assistance.
few really dangerous things that can happen to us. All of the other status effects just require that we blow some mana to remove it. Sometimes more than others. Like, for instance, Curse requires more potentially, because you could fail to remove it 3 or 4 times in a row.
Ow!
Because each time you try to cast it,
but a
it
scratch.
has the chance to fail. Okay, we dealt with the obsidian, and we are ready to continue on. Genie lamp here. So she can now become master merchant. You need to have 50 personality, but we've got that. Brigham the Frugal is in Verkada Desert. I don't think I can become a Grand Master of that, though. Not yet. We'll need to wait a little bit longer. So we're going to take
but
up
a
this thing. There we go. Mission complete. We have cleared this first island of ne'er-do-wells. And I'm actually just going to recast haste, because why the hell not? No reason to actually let it fall when we can just recast it first. So we're going to pop over here, pick a fight with this guy first, because we don't want him sneaking up on us.
He was really weak.
Weak enough to get one shot by arc, so yeah, pretty weak. So now is the point where our power level starts accelerating very rapidly, and things that previously were very dangerous become incredibly weak, and things that were, you know, super strong become more manageable, and we can just sort of do more. There we go, plus 10 to accuracy and speed permanently for the entire party. That is a nice little bonus. We do not have water walking yet,
It's
Ow.
just a flesh
but that's
wound.
okay. Who needs water walking when you have John?
Ow!
They're basically like the same thing, right? Do we have expert body magic? Or we don't even have expert water magic.
It's fixed.
There's no room. He was really weak.
So case in point, these things actually took a while for us to kill a second ago. And now, they're just melting before the combined power of a dual-wielding monster. +2 Arms Master, that seems like something that we should equip. So, blink. She doesn't have Arms Master yet, but that's okay. And there's a person here, Shield Grandmaster and Learning Grandmaster. That's good to know. Let's talk about the curse, because what the hell. If you don't mind the swamp and fog, Evermore Island is a great place to live. Of course, the curse doesn't help. Ghosts and skeletons roam the island freely. But other than that, the neighbors keep to themselves, the churches of the sun and moon don't even fight each other very much anymore. Ha! Probably means they're running out of adherents. These guys are lunatics. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. And there is a thing here. I forgot about the altar here. And we have a boatload of gargs over here, one of which is obsidian. So let's deal with the obsidian gargoyle first. And I'm an idiot. We need to pull back. I let my haste fade.
But a
But I think that water resistance might give you resistance to actual water. Which will either sound strange to you or sound like a duh to you, depending on
It's just a flesh wound.
your particular feelings about that kind of thing.
ah, but a scratch.
Ow.
It's
There we
just a
go.
flesh wound.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Into the watery grave with you, sir. Whoop. Okay, now we can save the game. I think that the obsidian is dealt with. I don't think there were any other obsidians over here, so. So there's a bunch of ghosts over here. Are there obsidians? Nope, just normal ones.
He was really.
Bring on a bigger challenge.
Yeah, no kidding. Bring on a bigger challenge indeed.
He was really weak.
Alright, so this is the Temple of what? The Grand Temple of the Sun. Overgrown and weather-beaten, the Grand Temple of the Sun has seen better days. It appears someone is still taking care of the place. So we pop in here,
I wonder what's in there.
say hi. You guys back.
Did it! Yes!
We have 24 minutes on haste for recasting it. Okay. So, crappy leather armor. What do you do? Orange barrel. Green barrel. Orange barrel.
I disarmed it.
Hey, a knight statuette. And a red barrel. Let's see. I think it's gonna be her.
I'm not sure what it is.
So we have a purple barrel. Okay.
It's disarmed.
It doesn't really matter that much who we give these things to now, because they're all pretty much gonna be about the same. Nobody's gonna get much meaningful benefit out of them at this point.
Too easy.
But a scratch.
I guess I might be wrong on that.
Ow!
Okay, we're just gonna give these over to people randomly because that'll be more amusing, I think, just based off of whoever was the most recent person fighting. So he is
I
actually
disarmed it.
good to go. I need a third hand. Because it takes two hands to do the basic gameplay, and then periodically, like for this, in order to right click on it, I have to move my hand over. If I had a third hand,
It's just
oh
a flesh
shit,
wound.
I'd be able to do all three.
Ow!
It's just a flesh wound.
Ah, but a scratch. Ah,
Here's
but a
Priest of the
scratch.
Sun. And that's
It's just a flesh wound.
a couple more priests over here. We need to cast Cure Weakness. Yeah, the problem with haste, of course, is that when it wears off, it makes you weak, which also prevents you from recasting haste. But weakness, in addition to actually dropping your stats, additionally gives you a chance on hit to do reduced damage. So it basically gives you... It gives your enemy sort of artificial armor. Not armor, resistance to your attacks. Well, that worked.
I disarmed it.
And we're gonna save the game. And I think we're done. We've cleared out the whole dungeon. It's now 4:30. I guess the problem with Evanmorn Island is that the way that it's set up, there's basically exactly enough content to like have it so that you pretty much finish the content as it hits 6 o'clock and you can't get on the boat anymore. So this is actually one place that I think we're going to make an exception for progressing time, because I don't know when we can get off this island, but we need to... We basically have run out of stuff to do already. We have one more quick area to jump into,
Sorry,
but it's going to
can't
take
help.
too long to finish that area and then get on the boat. We're not going to be able to do both of those things. We could get to the boat in time, but we can't finish the other little dungeon and get to the boat in time. So we're just going to pop over here. And the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do one little bit of save scummy
It's
Ow.
just a flesh
stuff
wound.
over here. Now,
Yes.
one thing that you might not know
It's
Just
is
a
that
flesh wound.
Ow!
the sort of what spells these guys have
Welcome
is determined when you actually head in. So they do have Void's Beacon. I don't need to do anything else. We're fine. So basically, I was going to save Scum for Void's Beacon because if I don't get it now, I'm going to have to come all the way back here in order to get it, and this is a really annoying place to come
But a
to.
scratch.
So we're going to have to come back here at least once or twice more anyway. We have a couple of quests that are going to require that we come here, and a few things like that. But we don't want to have to come back here just to pick up Void's Beacon. I think that would be really shitty. Okay, we have a lot of Priests of the Moon off the bat here.
Ow!
I need to get through. Please let me through.
Ow!
Okay.
Ow! Ow!
Okay, we've got Preservation out. We're fine.
I did it!
Okay, so what am I doing? We need to cast... probably this. Yep. So we need to recast that. Heal him up. And what do we need to do? We need to cast Bless. We need to cast Heroism. And do we have anything else? We could cast Haste if we want. Gonna cast Stone Skin. And you know what? We're just gonna cast Haste because we can. And because basically, if we cast Haste, we'll be able to clear these guys really quickly.
Yes!
And once we've cleared through everything in this dungeon, we are like 100% done
No problem.
with the entire zone. So we just need to get that done.
Bring on a bigger challenge.
And the reason that I'm just sort of zooming around like this and not fighting, or sorry, and not like looting yet, is that I want to. Oh shit!
Ow!
I want to finish this as fast as I can before I have to recast this case. Just recast it.
Let's kill another. Yes! What a scratch.
Ow! Ow!
Okay, and we have some other enemies that are still around somewhere. I'm gonna save the game.
I disarmed it.
I can't wait to use this.
Ooh, Day of Protection, Hour of Power. Very cool. So, I don't know why the Dark Guild has so many light magic spells on them, but, you know, whatever. It's all good.
disarmed it.
Immolation.
There's no room.
I don't know.
And I'm getting to get any other stuff here. And
I disarmed it.
identify monster skill. Plus 10 to all resistances on a cloak. I like it. So plus 10 to AC or plus 10 to all resistances. I'm saying all resistances. To be sure. To be definitively definite. Okay, here we go. This is the last beastie in the entire zone.
I disarmed it.
Okay, moving right along. So we cleared out that area. Now it's time to looting all the bodies. Okay, we got a cloak. And I think I love Wizard Eye so much. Wizard Eye is such a beautiful thing.
It's disarmed.
Hey, eagle statuette. So we
I
now
don't know
have
what
two of
that
the
is.
statuettes that we're supposed to have. And I think the other one is in a much, much harder location. Dramatically so. And there we go. Finished up in here. Just make sure there's nothing up here that's interesting. And we're done. We are done. Now the problem is that there's only one way to leave this island, and that is to go on the boat. And the boat probably won't be leaving yet, because they're only open from 6 to 6, I think.
It'll be open soon.
Yep, they're only open from 6 to 6. So I am, in fact, because this is the very same situation that we were on, or that we were having with the other island that we were in. So we're just going to rest. We are going to go straight to Tatalia because that works fine. So we are just spending the time because otherwise we're just going to be sitting around for the next 12 hours of game time, which is lovely. That's just like the best way to spend our time and effort, I believe. Okay, so let's see. We had something that we were going to do here, I believe. Actually going to pop up here. I'm not airborne.
The Guild of the Mind welcomes you.
Okay, Mass Fear and Psychic Shock, neither of which are the only spell that I came in there for, which is Remove Insanity. Remove Insanity is pretty important. The Insanity status effect is really good for certain characters, namely anyone who doesn't need to cast spells, but it's really, really bad for spellcasters. It makes your initial buffing very difficult. Speaking of which, I don't know what I mean by speaking of which, more like walking by of which, I have increased my disarm trap skill, so we're going to find out.
Ow.
That's a no.
Oops.
That's a distinctive nope. So we're going to continue on. And here's the Body Magic Master. Boom. So regen will now regenerate more HP, and we get access to certain very powerful, very important
There's
spells.
I can't use that.
And I haven't
fixed
given
it.
her the
No.
chainmail skill? Really? Okay, well, whatever.
Ah, a new spell. Great.
Give her protection from magic,
Ah, a new spell.
cure
Great.
disease, and we don't have immolation.
I don't know.
Ooh, immolation. Immolation. That's going to be interesting. That will be a spell that we'll want to use under certain circumstances. Not for general usage, because anytime we go to a town, immolation will set the peasants on fire, and that will be sad. But it has certain usage. Okay, so we finished up Evanmorn Island. We went into both of the dungeons there. And what else do we need to do? We need... Master Spear at some point, but for now we don't need it. We need Master Arms Master. We need... I think we just need to continue on normally. So we're going to head to Bracada. Bracada Desert is the next point of attack. But actually, before we go to there, we need to make a pit stop back in Harmondale. So we're going to walk over there. And the thing is that we can walk here, right? So we're going to. The thing with the other one was that it would involve just literally standing still for several hours, which is like, what am I going to do? Juggle for you guys? I'm perfectly happy to take a little bit of a load off and just run to Harmondale rather than like putter around with the stables. Let's see, so we're traveling to Arathia. Anything that I need to do? Anything really important?
Sorry, no room. Sorry, can't help.
There's no room left.
So this increases the effect of all light spells. This increases the effect of all dark spells. They're both incredibly derpy looking. The dark one is much worse than the light one, but they're both really silly. So, was I able to open up the chests in Castle Arathia? Yes, I was. North of here is Deja. I don't know why I'm going there. Oh, actually, it's 7 in the morning. Let's see if we can go to Harmondale this way. Because we need to get to...
Traveling today?
See. Oh, we could actually go straight to the Bracada Desert if we want. The problem is that because we didn't talk to the dwarves, I don't have access to... Actually, you know what? It's going to be faster to just take the quest after we've already cleared the area. If that makes any sense? Like, rather than walk all the way to Harmondale, it's easier to just walk from Bracada Desert over to there. So, we're going to do that.
The coach leaves right away.
We've got some horseshoes. Horseshoes leading the way. Yay. Okay, so there's a bunch of teleporters around, but I don't see any reason to use the teleporters right now because we have other things to do. I don't think we can get up to that tower without fly. So first things first, this lasts for 1 hour per point of skill and grants immunity to basically everything you could ever want to be immune to, except death and eradication effects. We're going to pop this, but that immunity does include stuff like being paralyzed, being turned to stone, you know, all that kind of really nasty stuff. Okay, we need her. Now we need hammer hands. Now we can cast the short duration buffs. Does he have anything he needs to cast? This stone's good. Oh, I haven't cast the other thing yet. And heroism's up, so
Ah, what a scratch.
I'm excited for
Ah, what a scratch. That was too easy.
us to get past the 100 damage mark. And in we go. So we're just going to finish this little mine thing, the red dwarf mine. This is the...
It doesn't look too bad in here.
Ow!
Hello. Sapphire ooze to deal with here.
It's just a flesh wound.
And Eldray just dealt 20 damage to that one.
Ah, but a scratch. Ah, but a scratch.
It's just...
Ow!
Ah,
27? Wow. 27 damage on something that's actually completely immune to the physical portion of your attack is pretty impressive. Running along. Saving alone. Journal entry. Save the game, and we can murder the other things down here. Continuing on. Pretty sure we don't need a club. It's too bad there isn't even any club skill.
It's just a flesh wound.
I think it would be cool if there was a club skill. And I don't think that Might and Magic 8 introduced one either. Right, that's the club. So yeah, as long as we have this protection up, we are in good shape to deal with any sort of unpleasant status effects. So we can't get poisoned, we can't get paralyzed, we can't get stoned, nothing of those lines. It is just so nice. It's such a great thing to have. So it's, you know, one of the many things that starts contributing toward the late game becoming much more stable than the early game is that all of a sudden, you know, you're immune to all of these status effects that would previously just be like game over conditions, right? Like if Silria gets paralyzed, that's the end of the game. There's nothing I can do about it. So we have some sapphire ooze here. We certainly have plenty of money. think
It's just a flesh wound.
I think that ooze is actually immune to fire. No, they're not immune to fire, so we're fine. Whew. If it was immune to fire, I would have a very difficult time clearing this. But since they're not immune to fire, we can just beat them up. The Lieutenant's Cutlass is very, very good. I'm a big fan. Okay, I think that we have cleared the entire upper level. So all we need to do now is go downstairs. So since we now actually have legitimate reason to want physical damage, we are going to cast up some buffs.
I don't know what that is.
So I think most of this stuff is going to be pretty trashy. Not super important. But these are Medusas, and because of the fact that we have protection from magic, we are safe from them. And we have 10 skill as well, so we have quite a few
Oh, yes.
renditions of protection from them. Let's go around this circle, I guess. More ooze.
Ow!
Cave-in. Oh, and the cave-in deals damage, but the cave-in doesn't prevent you from grabbing stuff. I did not realize that. And cave-ins are not, I'm not going to treat those like disarms, because they're not they're not based off of skill check fail.
It's just a flesh wound.
Ah, what
It's
a
just a
scratch.
flesh wound.
Ow!
And not a stone wound. Ooh, Empress Medusa. Let's see how strong she is. Not very. You know, she's not terribly strong if you are immune to the effect that would have turned him to stone, that is. And of course, protection from magic isn't super important necessarily. If you have multiple characters that can remove a status effect, or if the character who has the ability to remove it can also become immune to it. So if you have an item that gives you immunity to something and you pop that on the person who removes it, then you're pretty much golden. I'm going to go ahead and pop up there. Well, that was interesting. And we're going to go out here. Now we haven't cleared the whole area, we just cleared a couple of these things. We have more stuff to get through. But we're definitely reaching the point where there is legitimate
Sorry, can't
argument to be had that I should be heading to Avlee with everything that that implies. Avlee is going to be a very difficult area. It has...
Ow.
It's got multiple endgame challenges for me to deal with. So it also is where I get Master, Arms Master, which is really, really, really going to help my Knight. And it's required for a few other random things as well that I need to get done. So Avlee is an important location for me to go to, as well as a very, very dangerous one. So should be cool. Got the Bloodstone Ooze here.
Ah,
Nothing stands a chance against the Lieutenant's Cutlass. Dual-wielding fire weapons for the win. So we're going to grab some money here, we're going to save the game. The last time I came through, it was much more important going to Avlee early because one of my classes required Avlee. I had an archer in the team instead of a sorcerer. And I honestly just wasn't that impressed with the archer. I felt like it didn't really do what I needed it to do.
Oh, yes.
ah, what a scratch.
So I swapped to a sorcerer. The key is that if you're gonna do an archer, archers are very, very potent, but archers are not as potent in this one relative to the last one if you aren't using bows. Because in the previous game, in Might and Magic 6, you could make a spell blade out of an archer, right? You needed one character who could have light and dark magic, and then everyone else could be a hybrid. So there was no reason to have knights when you had paladins. There was no reason to have like a sorcerer when you could have an archer instead. I mean, there's obviously the spell point difference, like how much SP they have to cast with. But if you're doing the kinds of long, drawn-out stuff that I was doing, it's an inevitability that you're going to run out of mana at some point. Or rather, if you are using more SP than you regenerate, you will eventually run out, and then you'll be screwed because you're trying to go around for days at a time on a fundamentally limited mana pool. Whereas, so basically you always ended up, it didn't matter what your starting SP was, the most important characteristics was just how much you were regenerating. So, anyway, so having a party that was all hybrids made a lot of sense there. So I had one cleric, and yeah, I really enjoyed that Might and Magic 6 run. But anyway, for Might and Magic 7, because of the fact that you can only get up to, you know, X skill level with any given skill, it really hurts the utility of the sort of Spellblade archer type character, because you really just want to focus on one thing. So anyway, that is what it is. Cast our fire spells. Oh. Really? Okay. Take out the hunting griffin and move on. Spider. Oh, dodging expert. That's interesting. We're just gonna get dodging expert here. Just because we can. There's no reason not to. Ooh, alchemy expert. Do I have alchemy yet? I didn't actually teach him alchemy yet. So we're going to learn alchemy and train it up here. Okay. Bodybuilding. And bodybuilding is an interesting skill because there's certain sort of consequences. You have the same thing going on with the bodybuilding skill as what I was talking about with max SP in the other game, which is that if you just keep going infinitely, what matters is not how much you started with, but how much you regenerate over time. There are advantages to having a higher pool, obviously, because the damage tends to be bursty, and so you're less likely to get burst down within a given combat window if you have more to, like, as a maximum. But when you're not dealing with burst damage and you're just dealing with, you know, the slow damage over time that happens naturally, you don't need to worry about your max HP terribly much. So, my light magic expert, and ooh, this is the person for meditation. Yeah. Meditation mastery. Mastery of the meditative arts can be yours for as little as $19.99. And since we have mana regen, we don't have to worry as much about jumping around as we normally would. Normally we'd be a bit concerned, but I'm actually not even going to use any of these teleporters. I'm just going to travel around the map using jump. Who needs fly when you have jump? Me. I need fly when I have jump. Screw jump. So this gives 25 intellect and finger. The School of Sorcery.
Perhaps.
Thomas Gray at your service. I am indeed the one to speak to if you wish to become wizards. Every student of mine must complete a project before I name them wizards. This year's project is to build a golem. There are spare parts scattered around the lands from here to Avlee. You'll need all 4 limbs plus the torso and a head. Pay special attention to where you get the head. One of my students made a mistake while making a head last summer and gave the defect of a head away as a joke. When you have all the parts, come talk to me. I'll promote you to your wizards then, and I'll animate your golem. Well, on your way and have fun. So we have the ability to complete that. But in order to complete that, we are, of course, going to have to go to Avlee, so that's going to be an exciting time. Exciting indeed. So we're just going to pop down here, and we're just going to follow the southern wall. Yay, lamp. So this has to have worn off by now, right?
Ah, what a scratch.
Chop, 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 chop.
Too easy.
Too easy. Too easy for Arteezy.
It's just a flesh wound.
Okay, nothing interesting in here. And actually, if I recall correctly, I think I could talk to this golem that we have here in order to start getting the parts out of our inventory. Which would be good. Alright, so we can go over here if we want. Because, yeah, I'm just going to keep this strat up. I'm enjoying this strat. Artifacts and
Fine enchantments for a reasonable price.
Are you sure?
Return soon, my friend.
Okay, we also need to find the alchemist. Okay, so it's pretty clear from my map that we haven't gone over there, so we're gonna go to here first. Master of the Staff. So we can master staff here. So pop up to here. And there's learning expert here. Yay. I already have it on everybody, but you can learn it, right? Yeah. Okay, and have I gone up to there? I don't think I have, actually. It was before I got into my jump kick. Well met! Are you here to fight or here to learn? Either way, I'm happy to oblige. Okay. And is there a distinction between being there to fight and being there to learn? Hello.
Killed it. No problem.
Ooh, or... Just gonna pop up here. Plate Grandmaster.
It's just a flesh wound.
So Plate Grandmaster is actually an interesting skill because I'm not sure that it's necessary. It eliminates the recovery penalty that you get from plate armor, but it's actually very easy for a high-level knight to reach the recovery cap. So
Ah, what a scratch.
I'm not sure how I feel.
Ah, what a scratch.
Okay, so you obviously need to jump over there, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. No! Chop, chop, chop.
Killed it.
Okay. so we're up here now. Can continue onward. Divine Intervention book. So, our astrologers have determined that the missing Divine Intervention book text lies somewhere deep beneath the ground, under Deja to be precise. They fear that the current incarnation of the text has fallen into the breeding pit, the necromancer's version of the proving grounds. Oh, what must we have done to offend the gods so? We will never retrieve the text from that forsaken place. The dispel of divine intervention, the highest of the school of light and magic, has been missing for centuries. It's a curse, we believe, for our lack of devotion to the faith and the light. We struggle in. Some go forth and find the spell from time to time, but none has been successful. Each time they find it, fate cruelly snatches it from our hands. Our grandmasters have been bereft of this final great spell for as long as anyone alive can remember. I mean, I don't know. Great spell. It's got kind of interesting utility that you might use it for occasionally, but I don't know if I'd call it great exactly. Okay, we're gonna go here, I guess.
It's closed.
Okay, so this is a store. What kind of store? Edmund's Ampules. Okay, so there's also another place up here that we can go to. And this is just a teleporter, we don't need to worry about that. So we're just going to continue down. So we're going to try to... No, we're not.
We'll have to come back
Master
another time.
Guild of Water. The Master Guild of Water is in the desert. Okay. Makes sense. Water magic is very important in the desert. And it is on the ocean, after all. Oh shit. No. Get up there. And we're gonna pop over here. What is this? The Guild of Illumination.
It's closed.
Okay. Oh my god. Eltra's constantly winning these contests. Okay, this is a contest of speed. She has exactly 50 right now. Is there anything I can do to improve people's speed a little? So, since she did manage to succeed, pump up her Arms Master a little bit more. And I don't think that I can get my speed up. Oh wow! Never mind. Everyone's speed is actually quite high already because of the this gives +6 speed. So where is the ring? There we go. So that should give him the win. So now we can take a look at any other stuff like that. Nope. So now she needs 2 more. speed. Unfortunately, the of the gods thing that I have happens to be something that I can't transfer, so there's that. Boom. And
There's no room left.
So int +4 can be traded out for speed. Let's trade out this for speed. And now we just need 4 more speed from some location. There we go.
There's no room.
Boom. So he has won a new car. This her.
There's no room.
This. Save the game, and there we go. So everybody's won here. Everybody's a winner. Step right up. Okay, and does she need anything new here? I could get her to 4 skill with mace, which gives the bonus to attack damage. It just, I don't feel that it's necessarily a good investment of energy. Like, I don't think it's a good investment, so I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to think of something else that I want her to do. He is not going to put any more points into anything except unarmed for a while. So, save the game, take a look at my menu. It's the Guild of Illumination. And here we go. Okay, so we want to go down there, so I'm just going to do it now. Okay, this is the one altar that we can't do yet, because we need the statuette that we don't have. We have 2 of the 3 statuettes that we need. So we're going to save this, and we have 2 more jumps left in us. Let's make them count. They counted. Woo! Save the game.
Have a drink.
Play Archomage. We need 75 or 200. So, with 75 or 200, I think the 75 is very likely to happen first. I'm going to go ahead and do Crumblestone off the bat. Oh shit. Okay, I was discarding. Did I say I'm an idiot? No, that's what I mean. I meant to do that. That's exactly what I intended. Yeah, I don't think that we're gonna get to 200 beasts before somebody wins via tower. So we're gonna just worry about our tower. And let's see. -1 to all players' queries is actually not too bad, except for the fact that we have a lot of stuff that's based off of our query, so we don't want to do that. We're going to go ahead and just use an ogre. Do I want this? This is something that's good to keep around. I'm going to just get rid of the earthquake. I don't think there's much reason to use it. Get a bunch of gems. So, just gonna keep punching into these guys. And the imp is actually really good now because you lose 5 of everything, and I have a huge amount of stuff, so we're gonna do that. Like I have way more resources than them, so anything that drops the resources is good for me, pretty much. I am having difficulty keeping up with their tower growth. The problem here is that I haven't been getting pretty much anything that increases my tower. So I'm just kind of sitting here waiting on tower stuff. I have plenty of resources, and they're blowing all their resources on it, but I just am stockpiling. So it looks like I'm going to lose this, as they just get tower item after tower item. I'm pretty sure that if I hadn't spent any beasts, I still wouldn't have been able to... God, I got a dragon's eye as well. Jesus. Hacks!
Come on in, have it.
I would love for there to be a consistent way to actually win at Archomage. Let's see, how many turns is it going to take? It's going to take 40 turns at my current pace to win by beasts. So I'm going to discard the Thief, because I don't think Thief is terribly good. Sanctuary. So I now have 6 beasts per turn. So we're up to 7 beasts per turn. And the game really wants me to start using them. Like, really, really wants me to use them. The problem is that if I start using them, look at all this damage. So we have 17, 24, plus 8. We actually have exactly enough damage on the table here to take them out. I'm going to go ahead and do this for now. I'm just going to start bursting out as much damage here as possible. I can even, damage their zoo pretty massively here. And we'll just focus on getting a tower victory, I guess. Alright, well, they basically don't have a tower. So let's start building our wall up. And we're done. And if you guys can hear that racket outside. I do apologize, but somebody took the muffler off their car. Or probably their motorcycle, I guess. Which I always think sounds really funny because it sounds like their car is working really hard in order to do basically nothing, right? So, you know, they do it supposedly because it's like, ooh, you know, it sounds so cool and, you know, it's so masculine and whatever. And it's like, well, you know, if you were so masculine, then maybe your car wouldn't have to work quite so hard to like move 20 miles an hour, you know? Just a thought. We can become dagger expert, which is really good. We've finally figured out where that guy is. So we now have the ability to dual wield daggers, and we need to figure out which daggers we have the best. So this is going to cause a lot more damage because we're going to be able to basically just put the enchant on all of the weapons at once. So the more weapons that we have to enchant, the more damage the enchantment spells can do. And I think we've already killed all the enemies. Is this... Oh no, that's the teleporter pad. That's upstairs. Let's see. I'm trying to remember where the... I can never remember where this head is. I just don't remember. So that's another teleporter pad. But yeah, I think we're actually done here pretty much. We just need to grab the rest of the lumps of ore. I think that all of the enemies are dead. So we just need to finish up on looting the place, pretty much. So there is a chest over here. We're going to go ahead and loot these chests. This one chest, I thought there were two over here.
I disarmed it.
Abbey normal golem head. The dented head of a mighty golem. It looks a little strange. It appears to require a bit of assembly before being fully functional.
I don't know what that is.
So we are going to read this bill of sale now.
Sorry,
Screw it,
no
we're not gonna
room.
read the bill of sale. Who needs bill of sale? We don't need no stinking bills of sale. Temple, school sorcery. Stables. I wonder. Okay, so I guess we are going to take the teleporter to the stables, because... There's a thing blocking the path. Okay, we have 17, which allows us to jump 3 times. So we can just try to get up here. And there's a couple things here.
I disarmed it.
Oh, there we go. I found the normal head. So, golem head. Woo!
Sorry. No, I don't know what that is.
Spell point increase, remove curse, etc., etc. Okay, so this is a house, but we can't go in there yet. Silver mesh gauntlets of body resistance. 1150 for 2 inventory slots, so that sounds worth it to me. So we have finished up here, so we need to go collect the quest over in the Barrow Downs, and once we do that, we can backtrack over to here and do some good stuff. But I think we're going to end here for today because I'm feeling a little bit tired, and I think my wife's going to be coming home reasonably soon. So thank you everyone for watching. It has been a pleasure shooting for you today. Next time we will probably be doing Avlee, which should be a pretty big deal. And we will also be doing we'll be starting to finally continue with the main plot. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Avlee and why it's so goddamn hard, because I just want to get this little bit of map over here. But basically Avlee is going to contain some of the like extreme late game enemies. Basically we're going to be having our first encounters with the hardest enemies in the game, right? Like, I don't think there's anything harder than the enemies that we're going to be facing there. So it's going to be very difficult, but also it's going to be very rewarding. In addition to being able to get stuff like Mastery for Arms Master, there's also a pretty good chance that we're going to be able to get some really crazy gear out of it and stuff like that. So that's going to be it for now. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll go to Avlee next time.